and Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao.
Curry, way down top. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
I think the Nuggets are going to just run train on the Trailblazers this entire season.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I don't know how to feel about this one. The Blazers are obviously not a bad team.
No, they're not a bad team. I just think Denver is so much better because they do not have an answer for Jokic.
If you look at position by position, the Blazers obviously have the better guards, and then you just kind of look down the rest of the roster, and you got to start leaning to the.
I would say that
Nuggets.
Jamal Murray might be better than C.J. McCollum.
Well, Jamal Murray is a point guard.
Right, but I'm just saying if you're putting the two guards against the two
I
guards,
also would disagree.
you would disagree with that?
Yeah, I think Jamal
CJ
Murray can start chucking at some point. Like we
can.
don't know. We legitimately, I think the investment of the 5-year 170 extension for Jamal Murray, we don't know if that's going to work. That he's shown no potential of being an all-star yet. All we've seen is that he can shoot off the dribble, whatever. Can't play defense. He can kind of pass the ball, but you don't really need that with Jokic. I mean, we've seen that CJ can legitimately run a whole offense through him, and he was the reason the Blazers won that series against the Nuggets.
Yeah.
He went crazy that
he did
series,
go crazy.
and he hit the clincher in Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we've never seen Jamal Murray do anything like that.
Yeah, but they're not going to have an answer for Jokic, and Jokic is going to go off.
Maybe, but at the same time, Dame might go off. So
that's true.
That will be an interesting game. I think Sixers, Celtics, and Nuggets, Blazers will be two of the most interesting games.
Yeah. Okay, extensions. A lot of extensions happened.
We had Buddy Hield, Jaylen Brown. The Jaylen Brown extension is one of the most puzzling investments I've seen in a very long time.
Well, he was mad about it. He wanted more money.
Well, I mean, he wanted more than 4 years, 80. And then they gave him 4 years, 115, which, if you're tacking on $25 million to a contract, of course they're going to take it.
Right. And, we saw two players getting mad at their initial contract. They got Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield only took $4 million more and then has potential incentives.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Buddy Hield was kind of just like, I don't think he was ever mad that he was going to get paid $90 million, but I think he was like, man, $100 million, that would have been nice. So I think a 94 was a good compromise with both of them.
It's 94, and then there's I think 12 mil in extension in incentives. So I think it's I think most of them are really reachable. Shoot 40% from 3 in a season.
Yeah.
Which he did that last year. He's going to be able to do it again.
Oh, absolutely.
I think one of them is make an All-Star appearance, which I think is possible if the Kings are good enough.
Yeah. And the Kings have the potential to be really, really dangerous this year, or if not this year, in the next 2 years.
Yeah. And the biggest thing about this extension to me is that it really gives the Kings the space to re-sign Marvin Bagley and De'Aaron Fox.
Which is huge.
Yeah, super important.
You lock up those three guys, Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox, and Marvin Bagley, and this team is going to be a force.
Can we talk about how Bogdanovich suddenly became a top 5 free agent?
Well, yeah, because now he's the only... I mean...
He's one of 2 restricted free agents who's still on the market.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I mean, he was
It's
good.
really dumb.
He's getting paid. He's a really good 6-man. He's getting paid starter money, which is, a little bit overpaid, but
Well, he didn't take his extension.
No, but I'm saying he will be requested.
He'll want 15 a year.
Yeah, which is a little bit much for Bogdan, but at the same time, he does know how to put the ball in the basket. He does know how to. He's a good locker room guy, and he's a good clutch performer.
Yeah.
He's not.
He
great.
hit that 3 over Tyson Chandler last year.
I like my meatballs spicy.
Jesus.
That's what I'm talking about.
But look, we had DeMontis Sabonis. I think it was 4 years, 77. Jaylen Brown, Buddy Hield. We talked about Pascal Siakam, 4 years, 130. Ben Simmons and Jamal Murray earlier this summer got 5 years, 170.
Yeah, that's. Can you imagine getting paid $100? These kids are 22 years. These kids are 3 years older than us.
They about to have some crazy ass parties.
Like $170 million?
Yeah, I would not be able to, manage that.
Like $50 is a lot of money for me. Like,
Fuck that, $10 is a lot of money to me.
yeah, like what? $170 million? Anyway,
Yeah, it's crazy.
so those are some of the biggest extensions.
Yeah. Also, like, about an hour ago, Giannis did an interview in which he was asked about his free agency, and he said, and I quote, "If we're underperforming in the NBA next year, deciding whether to sign becomes a lot more difficult."
I told you.
Which is worrisome after the Warriors rumors, after everything going on.
Oh, the Warriors. I told you. I told everyone Giannis is going to want to leave.
I mean,
he has an MVP under his belt. He's the front runner to get his second in a row.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, yo, I can't, like...
They kind of screwed them. I think that Middleton contract screwed them. But they had no choice.
Yeah.
They literally had no choice. Because that Ben Simmons contract... Whoa, not Ben Simmons. That Chris Middleton contract... Chris Middleton had the most leverage of any player in free agency last year. Mm-hmm. Outside of maybe Kawhi, who, literally brought Paul George to him. I mean, because the Bucks really had no other choice. And so they had to re-sign him, and then they gave him all the money in the world.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Bucks are kind of screwed there. Eric Bledsoe is still an above-average point guard. He may fall off a little in the
I think he's
postseason, but he's still an above-average point guard. The Brogdon loss was huge. I feel like you kind of overpaid Brook Lopez. Robin Lopez doesn't fit your system. I mean, I don't really know what the Bucks are doing.
I think the Rob Lowe signing was just kind of like, we have your brother and you're bad, so we might as well just get you. And I mean, Brook Lopez is going to be Brook Lopez, and he's going to do well. I just think he is, like you said, is getting a little overpaid.
The Bucks were in a situation where a lot of the players on their teams kind of overperformed, and they didn't expect it, so they didn't really have anything that they could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can. This is something new, just to plug NBA League Pass. You can watch NBA League Pass games for free until October 29th.
Huh.
So that's...
I guess that's appreciated. Just like opening week.
Yeah. So I will be not getting my computer filled with viruses off some stupid, like, Chinese, like, live stream website.
Good Lord.
That'll put 101 viruses in my computer.
Again, NBA.com. Sponsor us.
Exactly. Everyone sponsor us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, also, DeJounte Murray.
Oh, yeah. 4 years, 64.
I think that is we're gonna look back when he's up for a
It certainly feels like it could be a steal.
Yeah. When his next contract,
it's also low risk, high reward.
Yeah, exactly. In like 3 years, when he's in his last year of his deal, people are gonna be like, damn, like this guy's only here for 64 mil, like,
yeah.
And he's gonna get paid big because he didn't play last season a lot because he was hurt. But,
he tore his ACL.
Right. But he is good. He's on a team with
arguably the best, to me, the best coach ever.
Oh, well, absolutely the best coach ever. Oh, also, same podcast I listened to, they agreed with me. They said if the Spurs don't make the playoffs this year, Pop is out. Because Pop is not going to be able, he's not going to want to, and he's not going to be able to stick around to be like, oh yeah, let these kids grow, and in 5 years we might make a playoff run.
I feel like it's more likely that he'll take a front office job.
No, yeah,
I just stop being a head coach.
I just think he's going to be done coaching. He's going to be like, I can't do, like I had, my reign was a good reign. It was a long run.
I think he's still going to be really involved with the Spurs organization.
Absolutely. But I think his name is going to be taken out of the headline.
Yeah.
He's going to take more of a backseat role. He's going to...
I mean, I'm so happy the Spurs didn't extend